Welcome, SafeMoon Army, back to another SafeMoon Sunday.
Yeah, we missed you all. Missed you guys last week.
Yeah. I'm John. I'm the CEO of SafeMoon.
I'm Jack, the COO of SafeMoon.
Yeah, no. So last Sunday we didn't do a SafeMoon Sunday.
We've been incredibly busy.
Oh my gosh, it's been a lot. It's been a lot these past weeks. So progress update for everyone. Let's just dive right in.
Yep.
So 2.5 million holders.
Yes.
Huge. Welcome all the new holders. The one thing that there's a bit of a discrepancy in terms of the numbers because it doesn't actually include all the centralized exchanges, across the 15. So I mean, the initial estimates that we were looking at, we're still trying to get final numbers, but it was between the 3 to 4 million mark. Approximately. So we're still working on getting those numbers back.
That's probably a light number as well, to be fair.
Yeah. So we're working on getting those numbers updated, but that requires us, getting further information from our partners.
Yes.
Thomas, the wizard.
There's a big one.
Huge one.
We've been working on this for a long time.
Yeah, it's been a lot of coordination with PancakeSwap and Unicrypt. Shout out to both of them. They've been great to work with. But our in-house wizard, Thomas, our CTO.
Yes.
He migrated us to version 2. So that took place yesterday. And now we are on version 2 of PancakeSwap. So everything's good. The LP got migrated over. And now we're just waiting on PancakeSwap to finish their side of things.
Yes, we are, yeah. Sorry, guys, I just want to say, I think there's a slight delay in sound. So I'm not sure if I look dubbed over at the moment, but we'll figure that one out. So apologies for that. We'll just carry on. Hopefully it'll sync up at some point.
Yeah. But I mean, one of my favorite quotes from Thomas during that time, we were just talking about some of the stuff, and I'm like, hey, did you get this done? He's like, don't quote the old magic to me. I was there when it was written. For those of you who don't know, Thomas, also known as Papa on a lot of the social media, he's been very involved with cryptocurrency for a very long time. Dare I say he's probably one of the top, if not the top expert in the space.
Yes.
So it's been great working with him.
Yeah.
So he's awesome. In terms of Hank's department, on the dev side of things.
Yes, yeah. We've doubled the number of Minecraft beta transfers. Testers.
Beta testers.
Yeah.
So we've doubled that. They worked through some of the bugs that were identified by those beta testers, and those have been fixed. Soon.
Yep.
Wallet.
Coming along fantastically.
Yeah, we made a lot of progress on the back end, so it's working. So everything's good to go. Now we're just in the prettying it up phase,
Yes, but a bit of sparkling.
Some of the sparkle in there. There were some revisions to the UI that we wanted to do based on some feedback that we received by the internal team.
Slight bit of usability. We just want to make sure that everything is as smooth as possible in that sense.
It's always about accessibility, and so we're currently working on that. Simplex.
Yes.
So you've been actually heading that portion up as well.
Okay. Oh, sorry guys. Is the audio gone? Is it? Great. Sorry about that, guys. A little bit of an audio issue there, so we'll back up a little bit. We'll just after the V2 migration. Yeah.
So we've doubled our beta testers for Minecraft. So Hank and his department has been mainly heading that up, and so Minecraft has been a test bed.
Yes.
It's where we test a lot of the technology that we're currently working on, such as payment SDKs, some NFT stuff.
Yeah.
So the beta testers, they worked through their process. They identified some bugs, and Hank fixed them all, and now we're ready to start integrating some of the main technological upgrade portions to that
Absolutely,
server. Yeah. And then the wallet.
The wallet has been going very, very, very well.
Yeah.
To be perfectly honest, everything we are doing does, which is always great, because I know we've got such a hard-working team. plus all the effort we put in ourselves. But back end, fantastic. UI, fantastic as well.
So the back end is almost complete, and the UI is now being integrated into that portion as well. And so we're, beta test signups launch June 15th.
June 15th.
If you go check,
yes.
we actually have a product page where you can see all the most up-to-date information regarding the products that SafeMoon is currently building.
It's one of the best places to stay updated there.
Yeah, safemoon.net, and then up in the top, there's a product section. So that's the best place to see. So June 15th, beta signups launch.
Yep.
So please check that page, and there'll be more information.
Yes. Little update on Simplex integration. So it's been slightly delayed in the sense of what we wanted to launch. However, the only reason behind that is the usual kind of red tape, a little bit of admin work, which is unfortunate. But when you're doing something that is, to be honest, that amazing, it comes with swings and roundabouts. So we're working very, very closely with Simplex, and they are an amazing team, to be fair. Yeah,
well, it just basically comes down, right now we're in the paperwork phase. Technical side is pretty much completely done. DM Hank, always got to add that in. No, it's just we're now going through the red tape, paperwork, documents, and our legal team is currently working through that.
Yes.
So, L-Bank, big news.
Yes, they now support phase 1 of tokenomics, which totals 7. 7
centralized exchanges now support tokenomics, and we'll put out a list. Just so you guys are aware, if we don't announce that they support tokenomics, they don't. So if you would like tokenomics, phase 1 tokenomics, please use the 7 exchanges that have been listed if you want tokenomics. So if you do not, or if you're curious on which ones do or don't, we've put out that information, and we'll actually send out an updated list.
Absolutely, we'll always keep you guys updated on that. Yeah,
so there's 7 L-Bank. There were 6 before, which I put out the information regarding that. Now there's 7 to include L-Bank. So.
Yeah. I just want to say as well, guys, thank you for bearing with us. It is the beauty of going live. It's never going to be perfect, but it's a lot better than us kind of not being here at all. We'd rather be live and communicate with you guys. If there's a couple of issues, we'll always work through it. We'll always backtrack to make sure you get the information. So thank you for that.
Yeah, another update, the hardware wallet. So release date, we're shooting for end of the summer. And so we've got the hardware guys right now currently working on some of the supply chain stuff.
Yep.
And it's from our British team here in the UK. So they're heading that up. And that we're right now shooting for a end of summer release. And
it's a really awesome project.
No, I mean, do it yourself, because some people, we'll leave it at that. I addressed the people in question last time.
Absolutely.
And we'll address them again.
No, I'm excited to launch it. I really am. I know the team is as well.
Yeah, so we'll be providing more information regarding that on the website, please. There's a product page on safemoon.net. Go check it out. On to our favorite section, Jack.
What the FUD.
What the FUD. Okay. Yep. So this is in regard to the exchange, burn, and reflection. Well, they call it discrepancy. It's not. It's phase 1 integration. The reason why the burn is not currently taking place in an automatic regard is it's a substantial undertaking just for phase 1 tokenomics by itself.
Yep.
And we've been working with the 7 partners that we have right now to integrate that. The quantitative engineering and the manpower required to do
it's huge.
It's massive. Now, when we're talking about phase 2 integration, which is more of a full substantial tokenomics, that manpower and quantitative engineering actually grows substantially.
Substantially, yeah.
And that's just for one exchange.
Yep.
Now, to do it properly, we have to coordinate with all 7 exchanges and future exchanges that will be integrating phase 1 tokenomics.
Yep.
For them to do the burn properly. And for them to do the burn properly, they have to burn what's proportionate to their volume based on the total volume across everywhere that SafeMoon is traded.
Yep.
So.
And currently that number is at 7.
Yes.
That's going to grow.
Yes.
So every time we list a new one, that grows again, and they all have to communicate that, like you said, proportionally. It needs to be calculated.
Yeah, and so from the technical standpoint, there's a lot going on there, and from the social standpoint as well, it requires either the exchanges who haven't traditionally worked with each other in the past to work with each other, or for us to bridge the gap in Bottom line is we're working on phase 2, and that's going to take a little bit of time, but we're...
I think what's really important, which is actually quite an across-the-board thing, when you are trying to do a lot of innovative things, there's lots of holes to be poked. Because if you wanted to come out and be squeaky clean, you'd be doing what everybody else is doing. Super, just everything works fantastically, everything's done, then you're just doing what everybody else is doing because it's easy to do.
Well, at that point, you're just another token.
Exactly. Which we are not.
We're not. SafeMoon is the evolution, and we're always evolving.
Yep.
There's SafeMoon 1.0 was the first thing that we released to the world as as our company. We have a lot more stuff coming down the line, to include the wallet, the exchange, and the hardware wallet, and some other products that we're not ready to release publicly yet with what those are. And then Operation Pheonix as well, which is, I can't wait to release it fully. It is a massive undertaking that, in my opinion, is history in the making. So, but I think we're ready to dive into community questions, Jack?
Absolutely, yeah. I'll open with the first one. So, would you do these AMAs as pre-record? Yes, we would. Absolutely. It's definitely an efficient thing that if they were pre-recorded, and plus, we could add a lot of extra things in there.
Yep.
We want to find that balance between direct communication with yourselves and I think there's something very nice about sitting down and understanding we're all sat down live right now, all the viewers and ourselves.
Well, I view kind of like these live AMAs more as a time for Jack and I to talk to the community. And, like when we said we missed you guys last week, we did. We really enjoy coming on and talking with you. I wish I was able to spend more time in the Discord now, but, Jack and I, our days get busier and busier the bigger and bigger we grow. Yeah. So, I mean, with that, there's a lot of team expansion, and so some of the tasks that I was doing personally, Jack's like, dude, you don't have time to do that anymore. I'm like, come on, man, I can do it. He's like, nah, get more than 3 hours of sleep tonight. Yeah. So
I'd be like, oh, you can do it. What about this? Okay, yeah, I need to do that.
Yeah. So I actually looked over some of the footage I took on the GoPro early on, because I've been recording a lot of this stuff because it is history in the making.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
And how bright-eyed and bushy-tailed I looked like starting out back in March to now, it's funny.
There's some really funny videos. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's great.
Dude.
It's very enjoyable.
We
to watch,
like to have fun. Yeah. So it's been great. One of the questions, like, why do you wear 2 watches? So I kind of always have, I really like, so the Apple Watch is a very functional thing, but I've always worn 2 watches. Now it's actually a functional thing. I have, time set differently on each one because I have a team in the US, and then I have a team here in the UK, or in the UK time zone, and our team is ever growing, and it's across the world.
Yes.
So, but I'm limiting myself at 2 watches. I'm not trying to wear. But no, I don't know. I just wear 2 watches. I've always have.
It's okay. That's all the explanation you need to give.
There's nothing like super deep in depth. It just happenstance that now it's actually functioning. So
I've got one here. Would you do a podcast? This is something we've discussed a lot, actually. I think right now we're really focused on, like John said, just to be perfectly honest, we really do have a colossal amount of work to undertake every single day. Of course, we would love to do a podcast because that would actually be a relaxing break from work. It wouldn't be a stressful thing. It'd be very, very nice to do. But we'll look at it in possibly phase 2 or phase 3, see if that's something that we can work in. But we're absolutely open to the idea.
Yeah. One of the questions that I'm seeing is, well, they're asking about the SafeMoon exchange. Yeah, that's well underway. We're currently working through that process, and our chief wizard, Thomas, he brought up some interesting points, and we're not ready to release those publicly yet. Right now, Thomas is whiteboarding it and building it out, so we'll have some more information regarding that in the near future.
You say the word exchange and we smile. Let's just say that.
Yeah. With rewards from trading. Wait, hold on. With the rewards from trading on the stock market. Will the rewards from trading on the stock market be integrated into the SafeMoon wallet?
I'm not sure I understand that question.
We're not on the stock market.
Yeah.
We're not the stock. This is crypto. So two separate things. So
That's okay. That's
yeah.
Thank you for the question, though.
Yes. How did I get into crypto? Is this something you've always done or set out to do, or did you fall into it? So, I mean, I've been in crypto for a bit. You know, it's never been an active thing I've worked on specifically. You know, I've been in technology for a while, and technology has been always a thing that I know. Thomas, on the other hand, he's been in the crypto space for a very long time. As I said before, my favorite quote from Thomas is, "Don't quote the old magic to me. I was there when it was written."
Yep.
He says that jokingly, but he has been in crypto
since day one. Yeah.
You know, that long.
I think that's what makes such an amazing team as well. Not only when it comes to the community, there's people from all sorts of different backgrounds and business sectors and walks of life. It's the same with the team. You know, if we were all identical, I don't think, not even our
that's not
scenario
a team
anyway.
at that point. That's just a department.
Yeah,
you know?
it's a department.
That's a department.
Yeah.
You know, each team member brings a different skill set. With Thomas's being the crypto expertise, and my personal opinion is he is the number one. Based on everyone that we've met with, he is, for me, the number one person in cryptocurrency in terms of knowledge and ability. So I jokingly call him a wizard, but he is a wizard. So,
how do we sign up for the SafeMoon Wallet beta on June the 15th? So, like we said, keep an eye on the products page on the website. There will be lots of relevant information put out before that date, leading up to it, on all social medias, in the Discords, and also on the website itself as well. So, unless you have somehow discovered the Twitch channel and aren't following us on anything else, I think it'll be very hard to miss.
Yes. Really good question. It's how will the Gambia benefit from SafeMoon? It's probably best answered if you go back and watch our previous AMA when I talked to Sungkung Jawara.
Yes.
And he did talk about the benefits of the benefits that SafeMoon can provide to the Gambia. So,
I think that probably is the most informative thing.
Yes.
That you could see at this point.
Somebody asked, can we elaborate on bridges?
Bridges are great.
Yeah, bridges are really cool.
They work very well.
They work very well, and they provide access to areas in which, you know, you
couldn't previously access.
Yeah, exactly. So
yeah, bridges are good. Bridges are cool.
You know, when we got more info on bridges, the wizard will update you.
Yep.
Well, I think we can move on and talk about some of the special announcements.
Yes.
So,
special announcements.
Big one, Thomas. So I previously, you know, in this AMA, I referred to Thomas as our Chief Technology Officer. He is no longer our Chief Technology Officer. He has been promoted to our Chief Blockchain Officer.
Chief Blockchain Officer.
Chief Blockchain Officer. You know, there's a lot of stuff going on at SafeMoon, and we had some gaps to fill, and, you know, now came the time that we needed a Chief Blockchain Officer, so Thomas got promoted to Chief Blockchain Officer.
Chief Blockchain Officer, okay.
So
that's a good promotion.
The office space. So
the office space, very exciting thing. We've been expanding exponentially, as we say every week, and I know it sounds like a broken record, but I keep having to say it because it does increase all the time. That office space is really something that we need. Yeah.
So one of the things that's been brought up is because we will be doing some pre-recorded segments in the future, you know, talking with Thomas about a lot of the technology developments within SafeMoon. We feel like the words regarding that as our Chief Blockchain Officer, it would be better for our Chief Blockchain Officer to talk about future products than for us, you know, Jack and I, to talk about them. So, so we will be making some content there, and we will start having SafeMoon Sundays recorded in that studio, and so we needed a bigger space. The team's rapidly expanding, so we.
And I think it's going to be really nice to have a, you know, a launch pad, so to speak, to have a place to call home.
Well, we've already had a launch pad. But we outgrew that in, you know, a matter of less than a month and a half.
I think, yeah.
So
say more of a permanent one that's going to suit our growth.
Yes.
To say,
Yep. One of the big ones is we will be traveling to the Gambia this week. We sent a team there last week, and they've been coordinating meetings and setting up, you know, a lot of the lodging and life-sustaining functions that we're going to need while we're there.
Yep.
And they've also been setting up appointments and meetings and we'll be going down to the Gambia to attend those meetings to further our discussions regarding SafeMoon and the Gambia.
So we're very, very excited for that.
I mean, it's a big deal in regards to furthering Operation Pheonix. It's one of the very, very large pieces of Operation Pheonix. And with that, Jack, we had a little bit of fun the other day. How's your shoulder doing?
My shoulder is still very sore. So we went to get, as I'm sure a lot of people know, you go to travel, you get vaccinations. Went to get vaccinations. I thought I probably actually won't need that much because I've done a bit of traveling in the past. Turns out I needed the most, and I needed everything.
Yep.
And I think, long story short, he said we had a yellow fever vaccination.
Yeah, which traditionally he told us is the one that like gives you the dead arm.
Yeah. So you should put it in your non-dominant arm.
Yeah.
So that's what we did. I had the other vaccinations in my arm. Woke up the next day.
It was dominant arm, dead.
And all I had was the one I didn't know how to use. But it's the things we do for SafeMoon.
Yeah. So the whole team that's going down there, we got vaccinations, and so we're ready to go.
Ready to go. We're very grateful as well to have that opportunity.
Yeah, it's going to be it's huge, honestly. We don't say this lightly. What we're doing here at SafeMoon is history in the making.
Yep.
That's one of the reasons why we brought on Dave Smith. It was to help document a lot of these items. Because
Speaking of that as well, we may do a special update on location.
Yes.
It's not a promise, but we're always transparent with you guys. We want to do our best to bring content as much as we can. I think now that we're starting to, the world's opening up a little bit more as well, we're going to have a lot more opportunity to really supply a lot of different styles of content and a lot more informative content as well.
Yeah. So I mean that's pretty much all that we have for the special updates. As he said, please keep an eye on the main Twitter, my Twitter, Jack's Twitter. So Charles Caroni, I think he's going to do some behind the scenes
Behind
stuff.
the scenes, yeah.
But just check the social medias, keep your notifications turned on. We'll be putting out some special content in that regard. And then, DM Thomas regarding his opinions on bridges and blockchain. So he definitely has some stuff to talk about regarding that. But anyway, I'm John. I'm the CEO of SafeMoon.
I'm Jack, the COO of SafeMoon.
We are family. We are SafeMoon. Thank you for watching.